As a trader, have you ever just felt like no one cared about what you had to say? And what I mean by no one cared about what you had to say, I'm talking about those that are closest to you, like family, friends, and everyone else that just may be around you that you've told about this thing of trading. That maybe you are in a situation right now where you may have told someone and it's kind of like they just didn't accept it. Or they maybe looked at you crazy, or they weren't excited as you thought they would be. And you're kind of confused on, like, I have this thing that I'm sharing to you, this skill that I'm sharing to you that not only benefits me or can benefit me, but it can also benefit you. So I'm really confused on why you're just acting this way, or you're just not receiving what I'm trying to say. Or maybe you are in a position that people are telling you to stop doing this thing, or what you're doing is just not good, or what you're doing is, I've never seen no one be successful in this thing, but yet you have. Maybe it's you that's successful and no one seems like they're just receiving it. Well, I want to read you to something today. All right, I want to read you something today that I believe will bless your life, because it surely blessed mine. Because I remember when I first started off trading, and I was so excited, and I would tell everyone, and for most people I told, it was just kind of like, oh, okay, like, and it's like, yo, I'm saying this because I believe it can also be a help for you or for that particular person. So again, I want to read you something that I believe will bless your life. It blessed my life. We are going to go to Matthew 13, verse 54. And just kind of give you a backstory. Jesus at the time is doing a whole bunch of teaching. He is teaching to the people. He is going to cities and he is teaching the gospel. Now, at this time, Jesus decides that he's got to go back to his own country, where his own people, right? And so we're going to go to, again, Matthew 13, verse 54. And when he was come into his own country, he taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished and said, whence has this man this wisdom and these mighty works? Oftentimes, if you are giving someone a teaching that they've never heard before, it may be astonishing, but the first thing, the next thing is people being astonished, like, wow, that is very curious. That is very interesting. I've never heard that before. That is very fresh and that is very new. And oftentimes when we're telling other people about trading, we kind of get that same that reaction, like, oh my gosh, you can make how much? You can do in this amount of time. Oh, that is so interesting, right? Then, here's the next part, verse 55. Is not this the carpenter's son? So we're seeing them right now go from astonishment to, wait a minute, is this not the carpenter's son? Is this not the carpenter's son? Is not his mother called Mary, and his brethren James and Joseph, and Simon and Judas? And his sisters, are they not all with us? Whence then hath this man all these things? All right. Now, Jesus comes and Jesus is giving them this teaching. And again, of course, we are not Jesus, right? But yet for us as traders, we give others teachings about this whole concept of what we're doing here. And we see that they were astonished and then they questioned. Do not be surprised. All right. This is an encouragement for you. Do not be surprised if you go out and tell someone, if you go and tell family, if you go and tell friends, and they start questioning. And some of the questions that aren't you just so-and-so? Aren't you just Kirby? Aren't you just this person? Right. And so they do not understand exactly who you are. See, they try to judge you based upon what they see you do as far as your work career or a business that you may have, or whatever the case may be, right? Whatever the case may be, they see you as that thing. And see, as we see here, they go down. Isn't his mother Mary? They see you not only as based upon what you do, but where you come from. Right? Where you come from. Who is your parents? I've never heard your parents do anything like this. You're just this person. But see, I don't ever want that to stop you all from just continuously being who you are in Christ. Being who God said you are. If God is giving you this skill, do not feel ashamed about who you are because of what others think about the thing that you're doing. All right? Now, verse 57, and they were offended in him. Listen, they were offended. Wow. They were offended. They did not understand, okay? But Jesus said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and his own house. And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief. So let's just jump back to that. A prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and in his own house. Listen, it is okay if you're not accepted by everybody. All right. There are going to be people that might be close to you. Maybe they're not close to you. Right. Maybe they got the same background as you. Maybe they just come from the same place as you, or maybe they don't know you at all. But I want you to understand that what you say, especially in this world of trading as a trader, do not conform based upon how they feel. How they feel is just how they feel. You continue to be all that God has called you to be. We see that Jesus stopped doing mighty works there because of their unbelief. You know, I love that it doesn't say that Jesus was mean to them. Jesus hated them. Jesus didn't love them. Jesus just stopped doing mighty works for them. And as a trader, what I've learned to do is I simply just stopped sharing certain things to certain folks, right? Just stop sharing certain things to certain folks. All right. If you feel as though they kind of belittle you, or they don't, whenever you give them exciting news, and they really don't care about your exciting news because they don't agree with it, or they don't see it or really understand it, it's okay. Don't be mad at them. Maybe it's not meant for them to understand. That is okay. I really want us, especially as just in this space of trading, to understand that everyone is not going to accept you. But you are great. Listen, if God has put on your heart that you can be really good at this thing, and that he's laid this thing for you, have a desire to be really good in it, you can do it, whether someone agrees with you or not. All right. Now, in saying all that, do not be mad at the individual because they don't praise you. They're not happy for you. Do not be upset with them. Continue to love them the same way that Jesus loved us, right? Jesus still loves us even whenever we fall short, whenever we mess up and we do the wrong things and all these other things, right? All these other things. Yet Jesus still loves us. And he still loved them in his own country. The Bible never states that he was against them. He just stopped doing mighty works because of their unbelief. But notice, this is so good. It says, works there because of their unbelief. We cannot skip past that, because of their unbelief. But what would change if they started believing? What would have changed if they started believing? What would have changed if they started having faith? What would have changed if they started actually hearing what Jesus was saying? What would have changed? So I also want to say this to you. If the people that don't accept what you say come down the road later, I know we live in a culture society today that says, listen, you wasn't with me back then, don't try to get with me now. No. If you know you have a desire to help people in this space and to see people grow in this space, and the people that didn't accept what you were doing in the beginning, if they turn and say, listen, I want to learn, don't be mean to them. Don't hate them. Don't bash them because they didn't see the vision in the beginning. Continue to love them. All right. Pray for the people. Pray for the world. Right. You don't never know. Maybe God put something in their heart so that they can talk to you. No matter who they are, that they can speak to you, but they can sit down and talk to you about about this whole trading thing. All right. So look, Let's break the worldly way of doing things, and let's begin just to believe in God and to trust in the Lord in every aspect of our lives. All right? Even in when people don't accept us and it can kind of be offensive sometimes, you know what? Let the offense fall off and you keep being all that God has told you to be. All right? Well, look, that is going to be it for today's video. Listen, y'all, I've been thinking about going on a series here recently, but I'm not sure because it seems like every time I get into the middle of a series, I'm like, man, I want to talk about this thing now, and I just want to break the series. But we'll see, we'll see. But look, again, God bless y'all. Have a good day. Have a good week. Remember to love people, even when it doesn't make sense, even when they don't praise you, even when they don't accept what you're doing or accept what you're saying. That is okay. They are still made in the image of God, and you keep doing what you know to do. All right, and keep being great at this whole trading thing. Right, if you're getting better, keep getting better. All right, y'all. Bye.